Hello everyone, welcome to Mitch Maddox. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to multiply and divide integers using just two simple rules. So these are actually similar to the rules that I showed you in the last video where I showed you using smiley faces and the good guy, bad guy, saying to help you memorize those. I'm going to also use those in this case, but there's just two really specific rules that you always have to follow for multiplying and dividing integers to get the sign correctly. So multiplying and dividing hasn't changed. The only difference is that the sign will be different depending on which one's negative and which one's positive. And the two basic things you need to remember is if the two numbers have the same sign, it is always a positive. If the two signs have different signs, they're always negative. So let me show you with these four example problems. And I'm also going to use the analogy of the good guy, bad guy, good being positive, and then bad meaning negative. So, and I'll show you how to do that in just a second. So let's do 3 times negative 8. So I'm going to do the analogy. So this is a positive 3, and this is a negative 8. So if something good happens to somebody bad, the negative here, that's not good. So because of that, this will be a negative sign for the answer. So if you look back over here, different signs are negative. So this is a positive and negative. They're different signs. So it has to be negative. Now I just do 8 times 3. 8, 16, 24. Let's move on to our next one. Let's do the pink one. So negative 36 divided by 3. That's what the symbol means, divided by 3. So I can use that analogy again. If something bad, negative, happens to somebody good because it's positive, that's bad. So because of that, it will be a negative. So again, if I look back to my rule, different signs are negative. This is a negative, this is a positive. So I'm dividing a negative number by positive. They're different signs, so it has to be negative. So negative 36 divided by 3. 3 can go into 10, or 3 can go into 30 10 times, and then 33, 36. So 10 plus 2 is 12. So it will be negative 12. So you could have done the long division way. It's okay if you didn't do a different way to get to where I did, but all that matters is that you're getting the signs correct. Now let's do same signs. So let's do negative 3 times negative 4. So whenever you see that little dot, it just means multiplication. Negative 3 times negative 4. These have the exact same sign, two positives. So the way we can do that with the analogy is, if something bad happens to somebody bad, that's good. So that's the analogy for this one. So that's good. So you can say positive sign, or you don't have to write the positive sign. You just don't write anything. So, and then we just do the multiplication. 4 times 3. 4, 8, 12. So 12. It could be positive 12, or you could have just written 12. They're the same thing. We just don't normally write the positive sign. Now again, that goes back to the rules. Same signs are always positive. This is a positive number. Now finally, negative 10 divided by negative 2. So again, these are two same signs. They're both negative. So negative 10 times or divided by negative 2, I know because they are the same sign, this has to be positive. Again with my mnemonic. If something bad happens to somebody bad, that's good. So 10 divided by 2 is going to be 5. So I should have a positive 5 with a plus, or I could have just written it as a 5. Doesn't matter how you wrote it. So that is how you multiply and divide integers. Just make sure to keep following those rules, and best of luck.